Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make some wonderful matcha tea here at home. Most of you know matcha as a green tea coming from Japan, and perhaps you know the area called Uji in Kyoto that produces some wonderful matcha. But today I'm going to introduce you to another area in Japan that produce great matcha called Nishio. Nishio is in Aichi Prefecture, which is maybe about 2 hours from Tokyo, in between Tokyo and Kyoto. Nishio actually produces the majority of matcha made here in Japan. Now, this is the tea that we are going to try today. Let me just show you here. Nishio produces a range of tea. This is actually quite premium tea. The manufacturer or the tea plantation that creates this tea is called Aoi. Now Aoi produce a range of matcha tea. This is actually their premium matcha tea. Homare is the name of this tea. And homare in Japanese means honor. So I am, lovely smell. I am looking forward to making this Japanese tea. Okay, let's begin. Before, of course, we make matcha, let's talk a little bit about matcha. Matcha is a grounded tea leaf. Okay, so unlike sencha, gyokuro, and other tea leaves, which are stemmed, and you can see the actual leaf, and we put the hot water and mix it with the leaf, matcha is actually powdered, so it's grinded. So when you're drinking matcha, you will get the pure taste of matcha, the pure taste of Japanese tea. Matcha, unlike sencha, is actually harvested a little bit later. It's completely shaded, and with the matcha you get a strong umami taste. Now sometimes for some people this is a little bit bitter, so that's why matcha latte is so popular. However, what we will do is we will have some sweets beforehand. That will give a nice soft sweetness to our mouth, and then when we drink the matcha, it'll taste that much better. The sweet we are going to use today is called nerikiri, and it looks like this. It's a beautiful Japanese sweet with anko or red bean paste inside. The tools we are going to use to make our tea, of course, we need our chawan, our tea bowl. We need our chasen, our tea whisk. And we need our chashaku, our scoop. Okay, let's begin. First thing we do is, of course, add the matcha to the chawan. So let me just remove the chasen. Let me take the chashaku and let me scoop 2 nice scoops of matcha tea. Okay. Now that we have our tea, let's pour our water. And this water is 80 degrees. There we go. And here we have our unblended, matcha tea. Beautiful green, lovely smell. Let's see how it is when we actually blend the tea together using the chasen. So when we are whisking, we whisk in an M or a W shape, and we don't use our arm at all. We just use our wrist like this in a vigorous motion. Okay, so let's see it in action. So as you can see, very vigorous. we're trying to blend all the tea with the hot water. Now there are various styles of making matcha. There's two schools, or three schools actually. The main ones are Omatesenke and Urasenke. You also have Edo Enshu. And Omatesenke usually does not produce so many bubbles in its whisking technique, and Urasenke is far more bubble oriented, I guess. But really don't worry about that too much. The main thing is to have a nice solid whisk, making sure that all the tea is blended through. And then what we do, once we've blended it, maybe you can do maybe about 20 seconds. So we're whisking it like this, making sure that all the tea particles have been thoroughly mixed in. And we are generating enough bubbles and then just let's whisk the top part. There we go. And there we have some wonderful matcha tea. Now before I go, I just want to mention something about the chawan. There are two main styles of chawan. There's this one, which we made the matcha with, and there's this one. Okay, this is probably the one that most people are familiar with. When holding a chawan, this hand is acting as a stabilizer or a table, and you just place the chawan like so. This hand tilts the tea so you can drink it, and you place the right hand here. So the left hand here, the right hand here, and we drink. Again, if we are using the style of chawan we actually made our matcha with before, left hand here. Now this is a little bit of a smaller chawan, so the hands might be touching, but the principle is the same, and we enjoy. So there we have it, some great matcha. So if you do like Uji matcha, please give Aichi a go. It's beautiful matcha, lovely taste, lovely flavor. And if you're in Nishio, which is about an hour away from Nagoya, I'm sure you will discover some great matcha manufacturers who have a great variety of matcha for you to taste and sample.